we're going to drill a hole on one side for the dry shaft bit onto. So we're going to drill this hole for an M3. So we're going to drill it 2.5. We're going to tap it M3. So we're going to use a device known as an edge finder to find the edge of the piece here of the part in the X direction, and come out then to find the Y direction, the outside edge of the part here in the Y direction. You take your part, you sit the part onto a parallel into the vise, and place another parallel using it as a stop to position the part, and you tighten the vise like so. Pop in your edge finder, tighten up your chuck, close the safety guard, pop the tool in position, so then bring the tool into position to cut off the end of the piece here. We're going to power our machine on, set our RPM to 1200. We're in the high gear. We're moving in the X direction now to find the edge of the piece. So you slowly bring the tool in towards the part. As it gets close to it, it starts to spin on center. To the point you keep moving till it flicks off. There. Now we're exactly touching the edge of the part. We go to our controls. We're in the X direction. We zero the X. Move back. Open the quill, move the tool away from the part, and then align the tool center over the edge of the piece. The diameter of the tool is 6, so move in 3 millimeters, and the tool is over the center edge of the piece. In 3 millimeters. That's 3. Now it's 0. Stop your machine, so you now have a tool over the edge of the part. As we can't touch the side of the piece, we're going to touch the tool edge off the inside of the jaw here. So we're going to move up, move the tool over, drop it down into the vise. We're now moving in the Y direction, so we check that the lock is open in the Y direction. So now you close the guard again. Power the machine on. We're moving now in the Y direction. So again, you're moving in to the point. As you get closer to it, it starts to spin on center. You keep moving in the Y till it comes and it picks off. There's the point. Up to your controls, DRO. You're in the Y. Zero your Y. We are now 3 millimeters away from the edge in the center of that tool, which is the center of the machine. So we're going to move up. Looking now in this direction, around in this direction with you, we can see we're going to move in the Y direction, which is 3 millimeters in the Y, which now puts the middle of the tool, the center of the tool, the center of the machine over the edge of the vise, which is the same as saying you're touching the edge of the part. So stop on your machine, zero your Y. Stop your machine, and now you've found the coordinates for Y0, X0. To double check everything is correct, we're going to put spot drill in. And the spot drill is lined up over this corner here. Should read X0, Y0. So close down your jaws, then back up, slightly open, put in your spot drill. Hand tight, then retighten the chuck, keep moving it up, and just as a guide, moving it by eye, just to see are you in position. So we see ourselves there by eye. As the tool is in position, and now we can very actively move into exactly the position to put us exactly with the tool on the corner of that vise. So the tool now, if we look at it, down here, the tool is now exactly over the corner of the vise. So our DRO was down 0, 0, 0. So from that point, then we can position exactly where we want our drill hole. Our part is 25 in diameter. So we're going to move in 25 divided by 2 is 12.5 into Y. So the CNC machine will do exactly the same. It's now a coordinate system from that corner device. This is the part setup. So 12.5 Y. And in the X direction, depending on the length of our collar, the length of our collar is
10 mil.
So that's 10 mil. We're moving in 5 millimeters in. If you're unsure, take your vernier calipers. Vernier calipers. We can check the depth of our collar here. 10. So then we can divide this thing to match the suit. So this is 9. So we're going to make this into 4.5 millimeters in the X. Now we're exactly above the center point of our part. Before we can start the machine, you can see exactly where we're going to be drilling that hole to the exactly center point, which will line up exactly with the center of our part there. So power the machine on, open the card, power the machine on, open your quill and spot drill that hole. You're going to get guide from the drill bit, then stop the machine. While you're in position, pop up, open your chuck key. Now this is a M3 hole with a 2.5 millimeter drill bit for an M3. So a 2.5 millimeter drill bit for an M3. Check your charts, load your jaws fully, then reopen the pop your drill bit in, make sure it grips properly. Tighten it up, chuck key, power your machine on. Adjust your speed to coordinate to suit the drill bit diameter. Turn up to 2000 RPM. Open your quill and then drill down, breaking into that hole. Effector motion. Stop the machine. I'm going to pause for a second.